fellow dreamers. Welcome to Northland Homestead. So in today's video, I'm going to show you a day in the life of us working on the homestead while the boys are away at school for most of the day. We just got back home a little while ago from a meeting with our oldest son's teachers and things to talk about his progress and how he's doing with 6th grade now that he's in middle school. And that was a great meeting, so that was a part of our day, but we didn't record it. But now we're here back at the homestead, working around outside to get some produce that was in the garden, and everyday normal tasks like taking out the trash since it's trash day today, and picking up the mail, and just normal kind of everyday things that you have to do when you're running a household. But one thing I'd like to accomplish today that's a little bit of an extra would be to process some of the apples we picked with my mom while they were here visiting with us. We had a wonderful visit with my parents as they came to visit us here in northern Michigan. They live back in Ohio where we grew up, and they made the long trek up here to come visit us, and we're grateful for it. And while they were here, we went ahead and picked some apples. You might have seen that in a recent short that I uploaded. And we have a bunch of apples to turn into applesauce, and I'd also really like to try my hand at apple pie. Believe it or not, I've never made an apple pie, so I'm really eager to give that a try. But for now, we've got some work to do around here, so let's get to it.
Oh my, fellow dreamers, just look at this mess. I have been outside as much as humanly possible over the past few days and weeks because it is just absolute perfection outside for this very short autumn season. But now I have some work to do, so let's open these windows and get a fresh breeze wafting through. Ethan and I are going to unload and reload this dishwasher because we have several rounds of dishes that need to be done. Please forgive the doors that are off of our cabinets right now. We are still in the middle of doing the renovation, but it is hard to stay motivated to do so, especially in a kitchen where you use it so much, and to be out of commission like that is really difficult. I'm just going to go ahead and open up this bag of oranges and go ahead and put them in our fruit bowl. I'm just going to go ahead and put away all of these items that are on the counter so that I can wipe them down. I can't believe I'm showing you guys how messy this kitchen is, but hey, it's real life, and this is a real country kitchen, and as you may know, country kitchens work hard. I love this wax melt. I love changing up the scents with the season. Unfortunately, my husband accidentally knocked over my sugar one of those dishes, so now we're down to just the flour and brown sugars. I have to tell you a little story about these pine cones. While my parents were in town, my dad noticed how much I kept talking about how lovely the smell of the cinnamon pine cones were as we walked in and out of the store, and as we were leaving, he insisted on buying me a set of the pine cones. Thanks, Dad. My son's picture day is coming up, so we had to make sure that went on the fridge so we don't forget. Please tell me your guys' stovetop gets as messy as mine. I feel like I'm endlessly cleaning this thing. It's time to once again strip our bedding and make sure it's all fresh and clean. I've been using these detergent strips to wash my laundry and I really like them. Time to get this load of laundry folded. Typically I like to watch something while I fold laundry, but there are times where I just enjoy the silence and kind of get into the zone and get it done. I like to put my sons in color-coded laundry baskets. My oldest favorite color is blue, so he gets the blue laundry basket. It's easier to carry their clothes upstairs and to stay organized when I put them away. We're back outside and it's time to get rid of the compost pile that we keep inside our kitchen. I'm just going to gather up some cherry tomatoes and tomatillos before the frost. It should be happening any day now. Ethan's just gonna get a little raking done while I go back inside and get some work done inside. We have a lot of trees on our property, so this is a pretty steady job during the fall. But one we don't mind. It's time to get started on processing all of those apples we picked. I think for the rest of my life, I will associate the smell of apples with this time of year. So I have to tell you a little story about this bowl. I have for a while been looking for a bowl that looks like this, and I haven't been able to find one in any of the antique shops that I've gone to. Well, my dad knew that I was looking for this bowl, and they went to an antique shop and they saw that this was here. And they sent me a picture of it. I said, yes, please pick it up. I'll pay you back for it. Just, yes, I would love that bowl. But they were on the motorcycle, so they couldn't take it. And this was about 45 minutes away from where they live. I was like, oh, what a bummer, but you know, it's fine. I'll keep looking. Well, the very next day, my daddy drove all that way just to pick up that bowl for me and insisted I not pay him back for it. So I have a very sweet and kind daddy. Thanks, Dad. Now it's time to turn these apples into a nice spiced apple sauce. I totally eyeball this cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. I would just do it to taste and how much spice you enjoy. But I gotta tell you, there's nothing like the scent of this applesauce wafting through your house. I love things with duality. The fact that it has a wonderful smell and feeds my family is a total win. Our bedding is nice and clean, so it's time to hang it outside. I'm definitely going to take advantage of the sun while we still have it. Sometimes I take it all the way to the clothesline, and other times I like to just hang it over our little side deck. It's time to throw in another load of laundry. Is your household like this too, where it seems like it's endless? Our apples are starting to get nice and soft. And once again, smelling so good. Time to start straining it. So I tried a couple of methods with straining out this applesauce, and this was really not working very well at all. So I soon switched over to the food processor, which does a much better job. But again, if you want it to be really creamy, you're still going to have to strain it out. So I went ahead and got this fine mesh strainer, and Ethan went ahead and smushed them so that you get a much smoother consistency. But again, that's to your preference. If you prefer chunkier applesauce, this is an unnecessary step. We're just going to go ahead and get this jarred up so we can get it in our pressure canner. I want to say that this made about 6.5, maybe 7 jars, which is honestly plenty for our family. I've really gotten a lot more comfortable with our pressure canner. And if you're still scared to try it, I highly recommend you just get in there and give it a try. I was so in my head about it, and it's so not that complicated. For the applesauce, it needs to be at 6 psi, adjusting for altitude, for 8 minutes. But while that's going and getting ready, it's time to get my buddies off the bus. Hi guys! How was your day? Good. This was a Friday, and on Fridays I try to give my boys a little bit of a special treat. That's why they're getting sugar cookies. Onyx with the mess. I think if you are new to pressure canning, applesauce is a great place to start. It doesn't take very long, and it doesn't need to be at a really high PSI, so it was a much quicker process. Now we're gonna go ahead and make some dinner. I was feeling tacos tonight. Tacos is a great thing to make because it's something my entire family will eat. Do you have picky eaters in your home too? Please tell me I'm not alone. I like to flavor my meat even outside of just using the taco seasoning, so I like to use garlic powder and onion powder. The boys don't like any lettuce on their tacos, but Ethan and I do, so I'm going to go ahead and chop up a little bit for us to add to our tacos. Our meat is getting nice and brown, so it's just about time to add the seasoning. I'm just laying out all of the ingredients. My oldest likes the ranch, so we got to make sure that's on the table. What's one of your go-to recipes throughout the week? Something that's quick and easy and that you rely on often. Let me know in the comment section. Ethan's just shredding up some cheese for her tacos. And the dinner table is ready.
I
did forget her name, yeah.
Two dudes. Alright, honest, would you rather be stranded on an island by yourself, or would you rather have to go to school for 2 extra years?
Stuck on an island. I went to school, dude. Don't be a nerd.
Thanks for joining us, fellow dreamers. We'll catch you next time. Bye.